thank you for joining us here, all my friends and family and fans and followers, for another week of the Revolution. Now, I am your host with the most from the east to the west coast. I am Emperor Zita, and I am coming to you from the greatest place on earth, the Fortress of Solitude here in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. So this week, me and the Empress got our first night out without the kids. We got to go down and see Oz, the Great and Powerful, so we will have that for you. You should definitely check it out. It's a great movie. We have a preview and a review for you. I want to let you know by the time next week's episode airs, the Prince will be back in the country. I'm really excited to have my brother back home. Plus, this week we have an edition of Comic Book Day from Excalibur because Rob is back from his vacation, so it was a double week for books, so I had a lot of reading ahead of me this week. The entire Illuminati of Excalibur Comics showed up this week, and don't forget, WrestleMania is just around the corner. Anyways, that's enough for me. So let's get on with the show. Rock and roll, baby! And here we go.
Well, it's going on 10 weeks, almost, with the two of them. Getting easier. More stuff is getting done. He's sleeping a little more, eating a little bit less. He's making more noises, more sounds, and he's smiling more. And he's waving his hands and legs more. Can you say hi? Getting easier. And Catherine's going back on the potty training. Everything's going good. Actually, last night I finally took his bassinet off our bed and I put him in his little bed beside our bed. And I'll tell you right now, love the extra room. I have room to even roll over and cuddle with hubby now. He's drooling excessively now, and we think he's starting to get his teeth slowly, which is great because pops his first tooth, he's off that boob. I'm not taking the chance of losing a nipple.
That's when she put my hand in between her thighs. Night wasn't getting any younger, it was a sober thought. So have another drink and give me all you got. Let me go, they come and rock.
So WrestleMania is just days away and the card is shaping up. I'm really excited about Punk and Undertaker, even though their promos on Monday didn't make me that excited about it. Looks like Undertaker needs to go back to promo school, and Punk didn't do so great either. But he's not going to be wrestling at least till WrestleMania, because he's wrestling hurt.
You can do.
Speaking of nothing but promos, another week of John Cena and The Rock. Oh wait, that's right, there was no Rock. We did see John Cena for the first 10 minutes of Raw for him to beat up on Darren Young, and that was it for the rest of the show, except for their video montage. Worst build for a WWE main event championship match ever in the history of WrestleMania.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So Dolph Ziggler actually got his match for the pay-per-view. He's in a tag team bout, Big E Langston versus Team Hell No. The only tag team that Ziggler has been in with Langston has been the one that they do with AJ.
We more! We more!
So once again, Zack Ryder did not get on Raw. He was on Superstars where he beat JTG in a Battle of the Jobbers. And then he was on SmackDown getting destroyed by the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I think he took 3 world's strongest slams.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it.
And still no WrestleMania match for Zack Ryder. Oh, but don't worry, the Great Khali and Fandango got airtime. Are you kidding me? Fandango and the Great frickin' Khali? They're getting screen time over Zack Ryder.
I am serious, bro!
You know what? Zack Ryder should just challenge the Brooklyn Brawler and beat him down in the middle of the ring. Maybe that way he can get some respect back. Maybe he should interfere in the supposed Chris Jericho Fandango match and beat them both down. Turn mega heel. I think turning Zack Ryder heel is the only way to get him pushed.
Right.
Hi. You full? Changed? He's got a double chin.
My little man dressed all in green for St. Paddy's Day. Oh, the luck of the Irish to you. Two sleeping Tonys. Here at Cineplex Odeon, down at the Queensway, so you know what time it is. Time for another Zita Nation movie review. And I am out here with my wife tonight. We are out on our first night out without the kids. We're going to see the great and powerful Oz. It is freezing cold outside, worst first day of spring ever. So we are headed into the theater. We will get you guys some footage of the movie, and afterwards we will get mine and the Empress's thoughts on the film. So we will see you soon, people. So I'm about to head inside. Now we're already in with popcorn and drinks. And we'll see you guys at the show. To what we are going to see.
Pull from the four corners of the earth, acts to delight, to thrill, and to mystify. The great and powerful Oz.
You got?
The Emerald City. Just down this hill, along the yellow brick road.
You dare escort that oaf in here and allow him to climb on the hallowed throne? And why not? He is the wizard. It's a magic wall. And all good-hearted souls get to pass through.
The prophecy was clear, the wind would bring you here, and so it was a man named Oz would magically appear.
There's so much good here. It sickens me.
Speak up, or I will tear out your tongue.
So you... It's your sister. She's worked her magic on you.
Awesome. The 3D effects, amazing. You'd think that shit's flying at you. It's incredible.
So we just got out of Oz, and I have to agree with my wife for the first time in a while. It was a great movie. It was fantastically done. Like she said, the visual effects were amazing. The 3D animation was done very well. And James Franco actually didn't suck his time as an actor. I like seeing the history behind all the witches and how the Wicked Witch of the West became the Wicked Witch of the West. The only thing I'm wondering is, what happened to the ruby slippers? Will that be in the second part? Only time will tell. So I definitely suggest you guys go see Oz, the Great and Powerful, just for the visuals alone, even if you don't like the story. But the story was done very, very well. I can't.
You ever see this one? This is a cool one, Papa. There's no match of it.
I can see.
It's okay, Cassie. Well, play with me, Dad.
Oh, no problem.
Why didn't you let him? I changed it to charcoal. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at Yeehaw! I'm watching TV together. This is a hard job, Papa. This is a hard job. Purpose. When I'm in a container.
Fine,
Oh, you do it, Mustard. And a chocolate sugar.
That's right, it's comic book day. And we missed last week's comic book day because Rob was closed on vacation, right?
At home.
So this week we're headed down to Excalibur. We've got the whole family with us. Magda's actually our cameraman today. So we're going down to Rob's, and who are we going to see down there?
Rob and Fred.
Hopefully I will get my book. If Rob is closed again this week, I think I might have to kick him in the ass. So, we will... See you soon, people. Well, we're here and there's no sign saying it's closed this week. So we're here down at Excalibur. We're about to head upstairs. Rob is open this week. I can't believe it's actually snowing on the first day of spring, but we will take refuge upstairs with the Illuminati. Oh, and I forgot. It's time for the steps of doom. Definitely we need an escalator or an elevator or something to get us up the stairs here. This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater.
That's getting heavier and heavier each time, isn't it?
Yeah. Yay, we're open!
Catherine.
Okay, this week we're going to look at Justice League of America #2. David Finch, one of the great Canadian artists that is producing great artwork and stuff, doing the book, which is really nice. Jeff Jones, who is the best writer in DC Comics, well, one of the best writers, he's all writing it. So, by the way, #1, they were saying this is supposedly the best-selling book since 1996, so that says something there. This is Main Action Comics. This is the farewell issue of Grant Morrison on the Action book. It's a double-sizer, so it's a $4.99 book, but anyway, kind of sad is the fact that he's such a good writer, so we'll miss him, we'll miss the art team. Dingle's supposedly taken over, but he's not on the book for very long, so it's got, you know, be a question mark what's happening with the book. Other books we're going to go on is, of course, 2 Mark Waid books. There's Daredevil. Again, I would always say that one of the best written books really Marvel has. And it's a $2.99 book, whereas opposed to most of the time, a lot of $3.99 books get all the attention. Well, I understand from Lee Weeks, he told me that there'll be another Daredevil book coming out sometime late in the summer, whatever, and that he'll be doing the first 3 issues of that. So it'll be interesting to see that happen. Oh, because we're talking about Mark Waid, and of course is the Indestructible Hulk. And Francis Yu, again, I think very nice artwork in this one. Francis Yu is one of the great talents in comics, and Marvel's going to have him on the Hulk. He's doing the first 6 issues, so it's going to be nice. You know, I don't know if he'll stick around or this is only the 6 issues. Written by Mark Waid, can't go wrong. Getting back to DC again with Justice League, and they're going to be launching another storyline. Be interesting to see how that goes. Now, this came out a couple weeks ago, but I'll still plug it. Age of Ultron #2. Bendis and Brian Hitch. This is another gotta get book because I really think that'll be interesting. Plus, supposedly the rumors are that something major in the Marvel Universe is going to happen within the series. So,
lately we've been getting comics with the free digital copy, especially most Marvel comics these days. They tend to put in a free digital copy. It seems they're trying to steer the reading public into the internet to buy a digital as opposed to a physical paper. Eventually, I think all the paper stuff will go digital. Maybe 2-3 years. I think that's the way they want to go. I think now everybody, especially the kids now, everybody is trained to think environmental. So as soon as you see a comic, you think, oh, a tree died. The younger generation tend to, I'm not too sure why they don't pick up the books, but it only seems that the older generation now picks up the books, collectors 30 and up. seem to be only buying the books. The younger ones, not too much. There's not too many young readers coming to replace the older readers. And I think it's either they can't read anymore or it's too slow because they're so interactive, wired to the internet that maybe the panel by panel is too slow for them. I don't know what the reasoning is, but definitely the trend is older readers still and not too many young readers to replace the old. What I fear is not that eventually that they'll become digital. I think everything will probably become digital. You're looking at the newspapers, magazines, everything, Playboy, New York Times, everything's going digital. I see that with digital, it's cheaper and more cost effective for the publisher. Eventually, I think books would be 99 cents on the digital, whereas the hard copy would be $4. So most people who are buying comics would tend to go digital because they can get 4 comics instead of 1. So I can see that going that way in 3-4 years. Unfortunately, with digital, you have more control on what people read and see. Take for example when Amazon decided to censor certain books they didn't like, and they went into people's book files or iBooks and so forth and started removing books they didn't like. So it's almost like sort of like a Nazi-esque kind of move where you censor things. It's like book burning in Nazi Germany and so forth. You just, you know, anything you don't like, they just take it out from you, even though we supposedly have democracy and freedom for speech and so forth. So I think that's the route they want, and that's the way it's going. The books will go digital.
Alright, so Black Baby dies and goes to heaven. Been around heaven for a little bit, and one day sees Jesus walking by. Jesus comes to little baby and says, poof, you get some wings. Black Baby says, oh, thank you, Jesus. Am I an angel now? Jesus turns to the Black Baby and says, you're a bat. Come on, Mike. And this is where we work.
He's just going off.
Well, another week of the revolution is done. Thank you for joining us here for episode 48 of the Zita Nation. Come back again next week for a brand new episode right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all of our other episodes right here on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel. One word, Emperor Zita. Right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead pinups. Electric Night CD. Find them on iTunes and follow them on Twitter for the return of Alex Zita, their lead singer, at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me and my WrestleMania countdown right here on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all your comic book related needs. And I want all of you fat, out of shape Torontonians to keep the noise down so I can take my robe off and show the ladies what a real man looks like.